Mir. She always said that the way she loved was not the way she was loved. She had high expectations when it came to affections and emotions. That's why nobody could satisfy her emotional needs. Amir, even I couldn't love her the way she expected us to.
Neda's books, including banned books, were proudly displayed. Among them Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha and The Last Temptation of Christ, 100 Years of Solitude, Bronte's Wuthering Heights.
Almost all the books that she's reading are books that by nature are subversive of what the regime preaches. Wuthering Heights is interesting to me, partly of course, because it was very dangerous. It is about love and passion and the sacredness of the profane.
And beyond Wuthering Heights, Kazantzakis' Freedom and Death.
These books are so different, and that shows the curiosity. A mind that just wants to know, has the urge to know.
Thirst for knowledge and what her mother described as strong religious faith brought Neda here, to Tehran's Azad University, to study Islamic philosophy. As in most government buildings, like this court, before they can enter, women are inspected to ensure there is no trace of makeup, no infringement of the strict dress code.
I went to high school in Iran, and it would happen at the high schools where they would line us up and they would inspect to see if any of the girls had makeup. They would inspect to see if you were properly dressed, if your hair was showing. And the way the women would treat you, it was awful, really. The way they would slap you on the cheek if you had makeup, or come with something and wipe their makeup off very hard and harsh. It's very humiliating for women.
Elham, not her real name, went to college with Neda. To protect her family in Iran, her identity must be concealed.
Once Neda was arguing with one of these women about her nail polish, or maybe the red lipsticks she wore, and I was just arrived and I was also wearing red lipsticks and pinky high heels, which is completely forbidden in our university. And that woman was very busy arguing with Neda. And Neda winked an eye to me like, okay, go, I'm already fighting with her. And I was just sneaking from behind her, ran away and go to the university. She even started arguing much louder, so the woman put all her attention to Neda, and I was just sneaking from behind her and then ran away, go to the campus.
After just 2 terms, Neda dropped out.
She used to say that the God they are teaching us at these universities is different from the God I worship. Her professor taught them about a vengeful God, but Neda said, "This is not my God. The God I worship is a compassionate and loving God."
The whole idea with this regime is that because they confiscated religion and turned it into an ideology, they deprived it of everything that makes religious humane, of everything that a girl like Neda would be attracted to. So this government, in fact, destroyed religion by claiming it and confiscating it.
Young people are turning away from religion in droves because they look and see what the government is doing in the name of religion. When they mention the name of God, you say in Arabic it's Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What does that translate to? In the name of God, the compassionate and the merciful. It's what you say. It's what you say as you... And yet this lot have interpreted this almost as if to say, in the name of God, the bad-tempered and nasty.
According to her mother, Neda decided to pursue a career that would give her the freedom to travel.
She used to tell me that even if it's just for one day before my death, I want to live outside Iran. She started to go to a language course to learn Turkish.
Neda visited Turkey again and again, sometimes working as a tour guide. Here, she could dress as she wanted and roam free among friends. But back in Iran, her only freedom was behind closed doors. Dancing, Arab dancing, was her obsession, and music, Western and Turkish pop. But above all, the music of Gugush. An Iranian superstar. Neda took singing classes and practiced the songs of her idol, Gugush.
After the revolution, I lived under that regime for 21 years, much like Neda. I was banned from performing, even from appearing in public. I spent a month in prison. I was interrogated 4 times in Evin prison.
Gugush eventually left Iran, free again to perform. Her songs spoke directly to Neda's heart.
It's wonderful that my music resonated so well with Neda. But her voice is more powerful than mine. She speaks to all the world.
As the family laid out more and more that was personal to Neda, it was difficult to think of her as this great symbol, the voice of the nation. Here was a girl who always wanted to look her best, who worked out at the gym and followed her own strict diet plan. A girl who wanted to listen to the music and read the books she loved, to indulge herself in the coolest fashions, and who dreamed of a relationship where all the love she could give would be given back to her in return. In so many ways, any girl, anywhere. But this wasn't anywhere. This was the Islamic Republic of Iran, where even the clothes you wear have a political meaning.
Neda became a heroine not because she was different, but in fact she shared the same desires with millions of young girls who live around the world. They all want the same thing.
But what did make Neda different from those millions of other young girls was her exceptional courage and strength. And in June of last year, that strength was put to the test. The hardline incumbent, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, was seeking re-election to the presidency. The whole process was suspect from the start.
Most of the manipulation and fabrication have happened before the elections. Ahmadinejad had access to government resources. He went around the country and spent money like there was no tomorrow. He was paying people hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to vote for him. Building schools here and there, building roads all over the country, and they didn't even care about finishing the roads. They just started the roads in order to get the votes.
بحث آب آشامیدنی روستای سید احمد خمینی تصویب شده امسال انشالله بهتون میدن. آقای سیادی چشم مخلص شما هم هستیم.
But that was just the beginning. 475 people, including members of parliament and former ministers, had put their names forward